Unified Threat Management, UTM. Let us explore the all-in-one security powerhouse known as Unified Threat Management, or UTM. In the early days of networking, if you wanted a secure environment, you had to buy, install, and manage 5 or 6 different physical machines. You needed a separate firewall, a separate spam gateway, an intrusion detection system, and a web content filter for a small or medium-sized business. This was a nightmare of complexity and cost. UTM solved this by collapsing all of these critical security functions into a single, centralized appliance. The architecture of the all-in-one Defender. A UTM appliance acts as a one-stop shop for network security. It sits at the edge of your network, between your internal switches and the public internet, and inspects every single packet of data that tries to pass through. Because all the security tools are living on the same hardware, they can talk to each other instantly. This allows the UTM to provide a much more holistic view of your security than a group of separate machines ever could. It provides a single pane of glass management console, where an administrator can see everything from blocked websites to stopped malware attacks in one unified dashboard. The core services of a UTM. To truly master this appliance, you must know the specific security services it provides. A standard UTM typically includes 5 core layers. First is the next-generation firewall. This provides the traditional port and IP filtering, but it also performs deep packet inspection to look inside the data to see what application is actually running. Second is intrusion prevention, or IPS. This tool constantly watches the network traffic for known patterns of hacking attempts or exploits. If it sees an attacker trying to use a vulnerability like EternalBlue, the UTM drops the connection instantly. Third is the spam gateway. As we discussed previously, the UTM can act as your mail protector, checking SBF and DKIM records to stop phishing before it reaches your mail server. Fourth is web content filtering. This allows you to control which websites your employees are allowed to visit. You can block entire categories of sites, like gambling or social media, and scan every downloaded file for viruses in real time. Fifth is the VPN endpoint. The UTM often acts as the gateway for remote workers. It provides the encrypted tunnels that allow employees to securely access internal files from home using IPsec or SSL protocols. The security benefit, defense in depth. From a cybersecurity perspective, the UTM is the ultimate implementation of defense in depth. Even if an attacker manages to bypass the firewall rules, they might still be caught by the intrusion prevention system or the antivirus scanner. Furthermore, because the UTM handles all the traffic, it can perform data loss prevention, or DLP. It can scan outbound emails and file transfers for sensitive information, like credit card numbers or social security numbers, and block the transmission if it looks like someone is trying to steal data from the company. The trade-off, the single point of failure. As an IT professional, you must be aware of the one major risk of the UDP approach. It creates a single point of failure. If your UTM appliance has a hardware failure or a power outage, your entire network goes dark. You lose your firewall, your internet access, and your remote VPN connections all at once. Because of this, professional organizations often deploy UTMS in high availability pairs. This means you have 2 identical machines running side by side. If the primary machine fails, the second one takes over instantly, ensuring the network stays both secure and online. By mastering the integration of these multiple security layers into a single management console, you will be prepared to provide enterprise-grade protection for any small to medium-sized organization.